And Sabina is from Impact Investing Australia, and she will be talking about grant to fundraise and enhance activities. So Sabina, please jump into your limousine and join us on the virtual stage. Awesome, you're here. Over to you, Sabina.
Thanks for that, and great to come on the back of Michael's presentation. Just got a bit of an echo. I'll see if I can fix that as I keep talking. For those of you who are interested in raising capital in the way that Michael suggested, then please pay attention to this presentation, because we have a grant that may be helpful to you in doing so. So if we could go to the next slide, please. So we offer grants which aim to really grow the impact investing market, and we target a particular space in this market. So we're really looking at social enterprises who have already got a proven model and are looking to scale their impact by raising capital and growing their business. So those are the three gaps in the market that that our grant focuses on. We provide grants of up to $140,000 to social enterprises to pay for the intermediary services that will help the enterprise find the right kind of capital on the terms that they need, but also to get ready in the way that Michael outlined, that investors are really looking for, and helping you align your mission with the right kind of capital. So if I could just go to the next slide, please. We've been running this program now for 5 years. That's a snapshot of some of the enterprises and intermediaries who've joined us. And sorry, that number XX should be 30. So we've engaged with more than 30 intermediaries. And as you can see, with $5 million, more than $130 million has been unlocked in capital raised. Next slide. If you're eligible to apply, this is the process that you will go through with this grant. So it starts with an online application, which the enterprise does in conjunction with its selector provider of the services that they need to be able to raise capital. And then you receive 70% of the grant up front and the remaining 30% once you achieve your impact and capital raising targets. There's a great focus on, I'll just pause on this slide, there's a great focus on the intermediary as being key to growing the impact investing market, which is how we've designed our program. But what it means for enterprises is the most successful enterprises are those which have a very good relationship with the providers who understand their enterprise and really help them along the capital raising journey to find appropriate capital and help them get their business into shape to make it attractive and investable and attractive to investors. Next slide, please. This is the important slide. This is where you can find out if you are eligible for a growth grant. So currently the grant has been funded by the Department of Social Services. So you need to fit, to be eligible for this grant, you need to fit within that portfolio areas. You need to have a social enterprise that has already has a proven track record with at least $100,000 in revenue, and you need to be looking to scale that impact by taking on capital, and that can be debt or equity. Michael talked about blended finance. You can also have grant finance as part of the mix, but that doesn't count as an impact investment, so that can be used to attract additional impact investment. And finally, next slide. Here's an example of one of the successful enterprises who've been through our program. As you can see, they received $70,000 in grant money, which they used to bring on services to help them with some of the financial and legal structuring. There's a whole suite of different services that you can use the grant money for, and as a result they were able to raise $2.5 million in capital. Next slide. You'll be assessed by our team of experts who many people who aren't successful also benefit from the advice that the experts provide as as they go through this journey. Next slide. These are our partners who we are very grateful to. I've got my eye on the time. I need to get to the next slide, please. Next slide again. This is how you apply. Please visit us at impactinvestmentready.com. We have $3 million in grants available this year until June of 2021. Encourage you to apply. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Sabina. One of these models, these particular models are fantastic for startups that do have that social impact, so please get in touch with Sabina. I'd just like to acknowledge also Rosemary and Sandy, who were our speakers yesterday, are the co-founders of this investment vehicle. So Rosemary, I believe, is in the foyer at the moment, so please join her on the tables to discuss further.